Now, I'm happy to answer anything. Those of you who've come here to ask some deeply offensive question you've been sitting on for years and years and years, feel free because it makes great entertainment.
Hi. You talked about consensus building earlier on across a wide range of groups with very different opinions. What was, in your experience, what were the key skills that helped you to get through to a resolution?
Oh, you've got to show it's in their financial interest. You're wasting your breath going to people and saying it's morally right to do this, or wouldn't it be nice? You've got to say, if we do this, you're going to get X amount more income, X amount more profit. This is the big persuader. It's in exactly the same. I mean, we brought the trade unions on board by saying, look, this isn't necessarily the sort of economic structure you want, but we're locked in and committed, and big businesses backing the London living wage, the £7.20 an hour. And Boris has retained that and just increased it. And that is it. I mean, I'd love to live in a world where people did what was the right thing. And some people do, and I don't want to be too cynical. But if you're going to mobilise a large institution, whether it's a trade union, a business, or government, you've got to show what's in it for them. And the world is not filled. I mean, people can become philanthropic, like Mr. Gates, when they're stinking rich, But I mean, you're talking about firms locked into competition with rivals domestically and internationally. You've got to actually demonstrate to them this isn't going to affect their bottom line. And that's why the key in all of this was, first off, that first couple of years, finding out just what the hell was going on in the London economy. We created an economics unit because almost all the attempt to analyse the London economy was based on extracting out of national figures and making a guess, We had to demonstrate what was happening, that London was growing, where the finance and business services sector was going, what that meant in terms of regulation, what it meant in terms of competition with New York and others. And that's exactly, I mean, the key crunch wasn't really pouring lots of wine into Ed Balls on Crossrail. It was demonstrating to the Treasury that they would actually get 2 to 3 times the tax revenues back to cover their initial investment of £5.5 billion. And also to demonstrate to the Treasury that about 2 years ago we reached the point where London's finance and business services generated more tax revenue for the Treasury than the entirety of what remains of British manufacturing nationally. And so, in the end, you get it that way.